Welcome back to another first impression video, this time for the anime Call of the Night Season 2. Synopsis from Annalist. Ko overcomes his confusion about becoming a vampire and decides to like Nazuna, while Nazuna resolves to make Ko fall in love with her. Without understanding what love even is, the two of them spend their nights together in a frenzy. Meanwhile, Detective Anko is closing in with her plot to kill vampires, not just Nazuna. A vampire's weakness is anything they were attached to when they were human, and so they all try to get rid of this weakness before it is too late. But Nazuna has no memory of her human life. What is Nazuna's hidden past? Why did Anko start killing vampires? And what is the secret that Nazuna and Anko share? For Ko, Nazuna, and Anko, a fun late night doesn't end here. A new night begins. Now this one straight continues from the first season. It is very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. The animation is nice and crisp. The art style is very nice. It has a lot of charm, a lot of style. I like the whole atmosphere throughout the night, a lot more quiet, a lot more desolate. I like Nazuna. Nazuna's very sweet. I like her. My favorite character of the show. Ko, you know, he is just a straight up dude. He doesn't seem to, you know, be untrue much. He just says what he thinks. Very likable, especially in contrast to like the other vampires we see, the other vampire girls in the group we see. Everyone has like their different approach to being a vampire and what they, you know, believe is important for being a vampire, seemingly. We also have like this new vampire that doesn't seem to be too nice. So we will have to see what is going on there. It seems that everyone around Ko is getting involved in this whole vampire, you know, storyline, which is interesting, to say the least. We also have the whole part about Anko, you know, the detective, why she's so obsessed with killing vampires. Well, how does she know so much about vampires? There's a lot of stuff going on there. We will have to see. The same with Nazuna. Why can't she remember her past? All the other vampires are able to remember at least a little bit. And she doesn't seem to be a vampire for too long, in contrast to others. But she cannot remember anything. Additionally, how did she turn? We know to turn into a vampire, you need to feed a vampire your blood while you are in love with that vampire. So how did this work for Nazuna? Who did she fall in love with? Especially because she's very averse to like love topics. A lot of questions. I just like the atmosphere. I like the characters. I like how they interact with each other. Ko, I like his character. Nazuna, very lovely. We also have this whole storyline about Anko, about why is she so obsessed, what happened in her past. My assumption is, and I could be totally wrong, that at the end of her storyline, she's going to turn into a vampire. That is my opinion. We will see. And what is about Nazuna's past? Well, what exactly happened? Why did she lose her memory so fast? All of this especially makes me question what a vampire really is. Because it seems like the vampire part of the person is like a parasite that slowly but surely consumes the human part. And as is stated here, his weakness is anything they were attached to when they were human, which feels like whenever you get into contact with something from your past, that your human side is reacting to that while the vampire side is trying to suppress it. it feels like. It feels like, you know, a parasite, similar to like the other show, which I do not remember. Fantastic. Doesn't matter. It feels like some parasitic organism that is turning people into vampires and then, you know, slowly but surely erasing the human side. Memories, feelings, everything, seemingly. It is very interesting. We will see the opening tease some fights that could potentially come. We already see some engagements, which we will see how they, you know, get to do those. Music, I mean, is creepy nuts. What can you expect? It feels like they cannot miss with their music lately, or at least the parts that I, you know, got into contact with their music. Very enjoyable. Doesn't really matter too much to the story, in my opinion. It is just very enjoyable. AniList has it at 81%. My anime list at 8.21. This one is a little bit like Bunny Girl Senpai in quotation marks, or Rescue Does Not Dream. And same with that one. I would say here 9 out of 10. The first 3 episodes. I like where this is going. It feels like we get a lot of answers in this season, and I cannot wait how this is going to progress.